Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks for coming by today. It's another tag. Yes, I'm catching up on tags, and this is the Loomis tag. This was created by our dear lovable Loomis over at It Came From The Page. I'll link below the original video of Loomis and all his cattery and his creation of this tag. So this is all about Loomis and his pals. They hang out with, the human of It Came From The Page. And so these are all questions that are based around their personalities. So let's get into it. So we'll start with Loomis, of course, because of course it is Loomis's tag after all. And the most chaotic book you've ever read. And I've got to mention Book of the Damned, of course, by D.A. Fowler, because it is pure chaos. It is absolute wild. It is bonkers. It's banana pants. It's a hell of a lot of fun. And it's a wacky one. It's a wacky one, and I really enjoy it. It's about a book that's cursed, and when you read it, you get sort of transported into the book, and you're living out the events of the book, which are horrendous. It's like this girl who's like trapped on a bed and being tortured by this dude with like laser penises and spiders. You get pooped out of a spider's butt. I'm telling you, it's a wild ride, and it's a hell of a lot of fun, and it's pure chaos. I love it. Our number 2 is Nami, the sweet Nami, the luckiest book that you've ever found. I do thrifting and secondhand bookstores, and I found some pretty good things. As far as maybe like something that's actually worth something, though, I forgot to pull it, but last year I did find Michelle Remembers, and I found it for 50 cents at the thrift store, and this is one of those books that sells for close to like $100 on eBay sometimes, between like $7,500 on eBay, depending on condition, that kind of thing. It's a terrible book. It's a terrible book, but it's got a wonderful step back. It's supposedly a true story of this lady Michelle who was like got caught up in like a Satan worshiping thing with her, like her mother was. It's not very good, but I found the book for 50 cents. I mean, that was pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, number 3 is Wisteria, and she's a cuddle bug, so a book to snuggle with. And of course, I don't read like a ton of cozy things. I don't read a ton of cozy things, but every now and then I like something lighthearted and fun, And I think basically any of the sort of Wayfarer series I think would be good here. These are science fiction stories, but they are very light sci-fi and space opera, but they're really more about the characters and the relationship between the characters. Of course, the first book is A Long Way to the Small Angry Planet, but I still need to read the very last one, but all I've read, they're really just cozy science fiction, and they're really just, good snuggle books for sure. All right, 4 is Claude, a book with the best adventure. And I had to go with Black Leopard, Red Wolf here. This is by Marlon James. This is about a group of people who are the gist of the story, they're looking for a missing boy. But there's a lot going on here. Our main character is Tracker, who has a really keen sense of smell. So of course he can track people really well. There's like a giant, there's a witch, there's a shape-shifting leopard. I mean, it's a lot going on here. They go on a little adventure, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. I really enjoy this book. It's a bit dark of a fantasy. It's African inspired as far as the world goes. I love Tracker. I love him so much because you just don't know if he's ever telling you the truth. But it's a really good adventure through this fantastical world, and it's really good. It's so good. Okay, number 5. Number 5 is Jughead, who, rest in peace, Jughead, we loved you. Book you love, but you no longer own. And I couldn't really think of anything other than I used to have the really cool paperback version of It by Stephen King, where the claws coming up through the sewer grate. I wish I still had that old copy. I'm not really sure what happened to it. It just got lost over the years, I guess. But I really wish I still had that old copy. It was kind of beat up, but I love that old cover. I'd like to find that one again, but yeah, I kind of miss having that. Okay, number 6, it says to add your pet. Now, I don't have a pet anymore. My kitty Maggie, gosh, she died probably, 9 years ago now. But she was a cool kid. She actually reminds me a lot of Loomis anyway. She was very chaotic and destructive at times. And you know, we think about getting a new cat. We keep kind of saying, oh, maybe no, not right now, not right now. I just kind of keep putting it off, and like in years have gone by. I think we'll eventually get another cat at some point, but I know we just kind of keep putting it off, you know. So it's for a question about this, is a book that you've been sitting on your shelf for a while that you keep saying you need to read it, and you still haven't. Yeah, let me know what that one is for you. So I thought I'd pick Parasite by Mira Grant. I've had this on my shelf for a long time. Still haven't read it. Still sitting there. It's slightly chunky, but man, I really want to read this. I don't know. I really do. So actually, it might be a contender for zombie things. I think it has to do with like something about this thing you take and there's I don't know. I gotta read it though. But I keep putting it off. Probably because it's a little on the chunky side. Yeah, it's like 500 pages. But like, it sounds great, right? Anyway. Alright, that's it. That's my questions for the Loomis tag. Thank you, Loomis, for creating such an amazing tag. And tag her if you got some interested in cat questions. Or if you just want to answer this tag, please do. I don't really know who to tag specifically. I don't know who all has done this yet because I'm behind on tags. So yeah, that's it for me. Thanks so much for stopping by. You know, I appreciate your time as always. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.